Hey everyone, for the Spirit Realm Travelers. If you don't know us by now, I'm Jesse. I'm a Reiki practitioner and intuitive remote viewer.
And my name's Juliana. I'm a psychic medium and a witch.
Yeah, and this video is going to be about Bigfoot, and we're going to give you guys some information and some downloads on what they are, how to identify them, and what they're capable of and how dangerous they can be. So, first off, Bigfoot, obviously everyone knows this by now or should have at least heard of it by now. Bigfoot are these ape-like humanoid creatures, cryptids. Obviously, probably one of the most famous, well-known ones around the country, around the world. They tend to be from around 7 feet to 9 feet tall. Could be 10 feet at times. People have described them to be, but on average, I'd say somewhere between 7 to 8'5". The way that these are described is there could be different breeds of them, as there's like the skunk ape in Florida or in the swamp areas. There are other beasts with like fur covering their body that are similar, but they're not quite Bigfoot. Bigfoot's more ape-like in that sense. From footage and research that we've done, and the stories that people have told of their encounters who've lived to tell the tale, they're extremely territorial. They will throw rocks at you when you're in their territory and they don't want you there. They will knock on, do wood knocking, which they get two sticks and start knocking on the woods like that. They will also bend trees and create little things like little structures to claim that territory. They're also described as, obviously the smell of a Bigfoot, usually like rotten flesh, rotten meat, things like that. And because these are flesh and blood real creatures. They have physical bodies. And also they have black eyes. Their eyes are all black. So that's just some of the descriptions of a Bigfoot, normally in the woods, in the national forests, and just their behavior, within their habitat. And so you're going to be getting some downloads on to add any more information on that, right?
Yeah, so I connect with people that have seen Bigfoots. So one of my gifts is that I can access your memories basically and get visions of your memories. And so I'll watch a video or people talking about it, and then I'll be able to go from their consciousness and memories and then relive it, and then
you also will get information from people who didn't live to tell the tale.
Right.
Obviously, so she's a psychic medium. If someone died at the hands of a Bigfoot or at the hands of a cryptid that's maybe well known or unknown, that spirit can come to her, and she can connect with that spirit, and they will give her their memories of the cause of their death, which would be at the hands of such a cryptid. So yeah. So what are you picking up on?
So to paint out better their species, they remind me a lot of like gorillas and monkeys.
Of course.
I see like a pride of them, like a pack or a herd.
Yeah, they're called a troop. Like the gorillas, there's a troop of gorillas.
Okay.
So it would be much like that, I would assume.
Yeah, so I do see that. There's male and female children. They are just like bears and other animals in the woods. They are smart enough, like gorillas, to use tools. I see that they use rocks and sticks and things like that to just make the life easier, obviously.
And as weapons as well.
Yeah. They are very territorial. In my sight, I get a vision in the woods, and I'm at the point of view almost as the Bigfoot. Like I'm seeing through the Bigfoot's eyes. My perspective is a lot higher, so I am like 9 feet tall. And the way that it walks is like a slow kind of gallop almost. I'm actually in a good space to like channel. I don't know if you want to ask any
What would
like
you channel?
questions.
Somebody who was killed by one of these things, or what?
It seems okay. So, Goddess Demeter is guiding me through the woods, and so I'm picking up information from the spirits of the woods.
So like the trees whisper, the trees talk, kind of thing.
So, yeah.
What are they telling you about what the Bigfoot's nature is? Is it only killing because it's territorial, or are there mostly evil, or like dangerous creatures like that?
They are mainly territorial. They don't want to eat people, but they will kill them because of territory, just like every animal. They prefer to eat like deer and moose and
yeah, that's true.
Bigfoot and bear are on the same like apex predators. They're showing me like they're the same kind of predators almost.
Yeah.
The strength is almost the same, but because
they're rivals. They rival each other in strength.
The Bigfoot gets the upper hand because
he can grab.
Yeah. And they're smart enough to use tools. So I get a vision of like a Bigfoot and like a bear wrestling. And they're just like going at it very violently.
Two big brutes wrestling, just like any old bear fight kind of thing.
But the Bigfoot obviously like has arms and stuff.
Yeah.
So I get a vision of him like wrapping his arm around a bear's head and like just
that's
like
exactly the vision I received
like,
too.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. How are they? So so we don't extend this too much, but how are they with other spiritual entities in the woods? I know we've
like cryptids.
Other cryptids, but other spiritual entities.
Like shapeshifters.
Entities without bodies.
Okay.
Spirits. Because there are many of those in the woods. How are they? How do they behave? How does that change their behavior? How do they survive within that?
I have to receive this. It seems like they don't necessarily have to worry about either because they have their own jobs in this little crazy kingdom thing,
Right.
So
the ecosystem.
Yeah, they are. I don't see that the Bigfoot can like be possessed or something or be influenced by.
But they are aware of it, right?
Yeah.
They can. Do they have like a sixth sense to?
Yeah, they
notice what these things
psychic vision, just like how cats, I guess, could sense ghosts. They can see it more clear. Like their vision is more like mine. And I can see spirits like face to face in front of me.
So that's similar for them as well. But that's not a threat to them.
No, they're fighting in different like realms.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Well, that's some really interesting information. That Bigfoot are psychic. They're like a dog or a cat would be able to see spirits. As opposed to human beings, unless you're like psychic. But that's really interesting information that we picked up on, and that's just a, how do I say, a download in real time that we just got right now. Again, through Goddess Demeter. She is the goddess of the harvest, of the woods, of the forest. So we thank her for that, that little bit of information there. But I think we can wrap this video up. I think we've given a pretty good, good information with this. Again, Bigfoot can be dangerous. So if you're in the woods, you're in its territory, you hear, also like whooping, like you're making noises like any primate would do. It's best to get out of there. They will chase you away and will kill you if they catch you.
That is true.
Well, let's wrap it up then. Thanks again for watching. We're the Spirit Realm Travelers. I'm Jesse, Juliana, and don't forget to thumbs up, like it, follow, subscribe, and check out our podcast on Spotify called Obscure Mysteries, because we're going to be putting up some really good content there, as well as some exclusive subscriber content, you know, that we're not going to share just with, you know, and the public. It's going to be exclusive, you know, our personal experiences with the unknown and the paranormal and the supernatural, and our interactions with the gods.
Yep.
And our ancestors.
And any questions too, specific to me channeling anything, let us know and we can...
Yeah, we can look into it and, you know, make a video out of it and answer the questions, you know. We're more than happy to do a Q&A and, you know, share our knowledge and information. That's what we're here to do, and we're here to help people. And yeah, just divulge this information. Well, thanks again for watching. We're the Spirit Realm Travelers. Until next time.